guys, it's Theresa of Larkin Design. I'm here today showing the brand new Amy Tangerine collection that's called Oh Happy Life. And so I want to use it today in my Project Life 2016 album. This is my layout for week 25. And so I'm going to start here. I got these watercolor resist cards that are part of the collection, and so I could not wait actually to open these and to get some paint on them. So that's what I'm going to start with here. And you guys see me do this a lot. You see me pull out my distress paints and put them to paper. They're some of my favorites. And so these cards have sort of embossed patterns on them and phrases. So I'm going to just, I pulled out a couple of colors that I felt coordinated with Amy Tangerine's color story. I have always been a fan of her color story, and the combination that she uses has always been one of my favorites, and probably influences a lot more things than I am aware of. So anyway, it was pretty easy to pull from what I have because I use these colors all the time. And so this is my first card that I'm doing, and you'll see me here. I kind of started out thinking I was going to specifically paint every flower, and then I just realized that I decided to just let the watercolor, or let the paints do what they do. You guys know I like to use them watered down a little bit, and I like to let them run together and sort of do their thing just on their own. So I'm going to get a little bit more messy here and just put paint down on the cards and see what happens. I do a combination of putting down the wet paints and then spraying some more, and that works somewhat. I did discover when you see me do the next one, I will spray it with the water before I start putting paint down, and that seems to help those colors sort of blend together better. So here you can see I did it on that one, and that sort of made the phrase pop a little bit already. And then I'm just sort of going more free flow, just sort of letting those colors do their thing. I do a combination of spraying with water, adding color, lifting a little color up with the paper towel, putting more color down, spraying a little more water. That's just sort of how I go, and I'm just not really thinking about it too much. I did sort of want to show the flowers on some of these florals. I love that pattern, sort of mandala inspired patterns that she uses. Oh, I just love them. But really, it's just more free flowing than that. So I definitely very much recommend these little cards. They're awesome. I think there's some tags as well that are available that I don't have yet. But they're high up on my wish list. So yeah, I tend to get these new collections sort of in phases. I've already ordered twice now with the new collections. And so then there's a couple more things that I still need to get. I don't have the alphabet for this collection, and I don't have the ephemera pack yet. So those are still left on my wish list. But absolutely, you know what? You don't have to have every piece. You don't have to have every piece of every collection. Just use what you have and love what you have, right? But I am definitely glad that I bought these. I think she's done some watercolor resist products in previous collections, and I've never tried them before, but these these sort of remind me of some of my mixed media work, and I knew that I would enjoy using those distress paints with them. So those are all done. They are a little bent, a little peely. You know, they have that sort of look now, a sort of vintagey kind of look. So I like that. I think that's pretty awesome. I did use my heat tool to dry them. That sort of got edited out. Sorry about that. I did use my heat tool to dry them a little bit. And I will say that anytime you're using wet media on one side and don't do the same thing to the other side, it will curl a little bit. And so these have curled, and since I glued them down onto the layout, they've curled a little bit. I think that's just part of using wet mediums, or I don't know, whatever that word is. So anyway, that's just something to know. If you are concerned about the curling, then I encourage you, after it's dry on the top side, turn it over and spray it a little bit with water and give it a chance to sort of draw up on the back side, and that will straighten it back out. Theoretically. I don't know. I don't bother with doing that. So anyway, I'm just working here on my layout. This is a layout that I created in the Project Life app, and I used the Project 52 collection to create the layout, and then I had it printed through Persnickety Prints, and which of course is always a great investment. And so this is week 25, which is June, somewhere around the middle of June. I don't know, what is that, the 19th through the 25th, or the 18th through the 25th. And so this week we had an appointment for my daughter to check her arm. She was in a removable cast for about 5 weeks. And I think this was about 3 or 4 weeks into it. So they wanted to take a look at it. And she, of course, is healing just fine at this point. She's able to, they gave her permission to wear the cast less. So as long as she wasn't, playing aggressively or anything like that. If she was just relaxing, reading a book, or playing her iPod, she could go without her cast. So that was good news for her. I took a picture of the house in the dark. I don't know why. We frequently go for a walk and water the flowers. Sometimes we don't do that until like 9 or 9:30 at night. And so, yeah, we go for late walks and stuff. And so I just took that picture. I really like the idea of playing with lighting and playing with photography in darker situations. It presents some special challenges. So anyway, that's that. And then there are these funny hashtags that we had seen when we drove back from Atlanta from dropping Addison and Emberlyn off. We had seen these funny hashtags on some random guy's car about no bacon. And so the backstory to that is that I'm not a fan of bacon. And so my husband was like, look, it's your tribe. It's crazy people who don't like bacon. So, and then you just saw me actually pull something up. Normally, I'm not an advocate of pulling things up. I'm normally an advocate of put it down and move forward with it. But that together word just didn't fit really well into that space. So I did indeed pull something up and changed my mind about something. And so there you go. You can totally do that sometimes. And then I'm going to add a little bit of this washi tape. Oh, y'all know I had to have those narrow washi tapes for my journaling cards. So, and I highly recommend those washi tapes. So, on to the next side here. Now I have to credit my friend and the uncle of my 2 children who are not biologically mine, Jeff Brown. He took the 2 photographs that are on the bottom of this layout. And I don't really know what to call their family from their maternal side. I guess they're sort of my in-laws. I don't know. But anyway, so Jeff has been posting pictures of the kids and sending us pictures of what they're doing and how much of a good time they're having in Florida. So I included those 2 here. They were just hanging out at the pool. And then I added that the reports for my journaling, I added that the reports from Florida say that these two are having a great time. So I normally don't read my journaling to you guys. It's kind of awkward. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going to use a couple more of these resist cards. And this one I actually put on my Instagram the other day, just sharing because I really liked how this turned out. And now I intentionally left a little of the card underneath it showing, just to tie it in with the rest, with the other 2 cards that also have some of the original journaling cards showing. That was absolutely intentional. And then I'm going to add a couple of stickers on top. And this layout is pretty much going to be done. So, you guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and comment and subscribe. And then I'll see you tomorrow with a Disney layout. And then that's all for today. So thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.